Alright everyone, how's it going out there? This is Baxter back again making another YouTube video. I'm still making adjustments, so sorry if it's, kinda iffy, but we are here at ISM Raceway, which is also known as Phoenix if you watch NASCAR a whole lot, and we're going to run 26 laps today. It's going to be a 13% race, as far as like 13% of the actual 200-mile race. And 4 times wear, so it's going to wear the tires out faster and make it more challenging. I am actually going to qualify for this race because that way it'll give me a better chance to start up front. This track is really hard to pass on. Now, I know that where I run on normal that some of the cars are easier to pass, but it's just where the wear is so advanced, it'll make it easier if I qualify at the, near the front. But as far as, the race itself, it'll be a pretty good race. I mean, I've raced at ISM before on these games, and it's a challenging racetrack, and you have to really get your car just right going into the corner so you can navigate the center of the corner really well. But I mean, as far as, races, when you watch one of these races at ISM Raceway, it's usually one of the best. And usually on any track that I race on, my setups are very, very loose. And looser is usually faster, but you have to be careful because if you get over the line with that, it can be hard to drive in general, and once the tires wear down, it's going to be really hard to, get back to the gas. But let's see how we do at qualifying starting out and see how that goes. A little too hard on the brakes there. I would like to qualify on the pole, but I don't really have to. As long as I'm in the top 15, I'll be okay. Okay, so we qualified 11th. I probably could have drove the car a little bit harder, but I just kind of chose to be conservative because, I would rather, at least try to pass some cars. I think it'll make it better. Let's see, the Xfinity Series is now 38 cars, so, we're starting 11th. We got a pretty good shot, so, we'll see how this goes, but we'll get into the race here, and you see the whole field, and it'll tell you, the information on who's starting at the back, and, like I mentioned in the first video, and let's go ahead and get this race started and see how everything goes for us this time. Alright, we started 11th, so I can really get back to the gas on fresh tires. Really good. I got to be careful. This right here, especially this inside wall, I try to dive that corner too much in other races. And we are running 3 stages in this race as well, like the normal NASCAR races, so there are points up for grabs, so we need to try to stay in the top 10 at least. Right now we're battling for 5th, so I just hit the inside wall. Alright, we got 2 more laps in stage 1. We're going to try not to hit anything else if we can help it. Car's a little bit too loose. Yeah, the steering's really picky. I'm looking at going to a wheel, but I haven't really found what I wanted yet, so. White flag. Let's see if we can at least get third or fourth. My brakes are a little bit too sensitive. We're inside of Tyler Reddick right here. He won the championship this year. He's won the championship the last 2 years in Xfinity, but he's moving up to the Cup Series. Looks like we're going to get third in the first stage. And that's exactly what we did. And we got 8 points, so that's really good. You know, I haven't been really running the stage races because some races get extremely long. But alright, we got 22 laps remaining, and we got 14 laps on our fuel. I mean we could pit, but it's really no point. I think we'd be better off just to run the next stage and just try to stay in the top 10 and gain the stage points, because the more, when you run the stage racing, the more points you build up, the better you have a chance to, compete in the championship. Once we get in the playoffs, I already have a win, so I'm already in the playoffs unless something goes, bizarre and a bunch of drivers win races and I fall in the points, but we don't plan on doing that. We're already battling for the lead on the restart. Well, let's try to take that lead and keep it. Alright, we're out front. This number 22 Moneyline Ford Mustang's running pretty good right now. I drive for Team Penske Racing in the Xfinity Series. I didn't mention that in the first video, but generally speaking, it's one of the best cars in the field. So, I actually do run in the Cup Series, but I'd already ran some career stuff and just started doing these videos, and I just don't really want to show the Cup Series videos. That was a little too hard on the brakes right there. But the Cup Series is a 3-star team, and there was a caution, so that ended the stage. So I won that stage by caution, which is okay, but that's not how I wanted it. We're going to go ahead and pit right here, and we got 19 laps, so we're going to put all 4 tires on there. Let's see. We could add maybe a little more tape to it, just to kind of tighten the car up just a little bit. And we're going to put a little more air in that right front tire. We're going to do yeah, that'll work. Right, it's a right front tire. It'd be a little harder on the right front tire, so we lost 2 spots. We're restarting third, but we got 18 stage points in the first 2 stages, so that's great, We have 16 laps to go, so we're going right to the lead again, which is good, but on the ISM you can run that very bottom under the yellow line right there. That's not out of bounds like Daytona or Talladega is, super speedways, but I've got to get that negotiated. Ooh, I just spun him out. I bounced off that wall for the second time and it spun him out, and we got a caution again. Well, we're obviously not going to pit, so we didn't mean to get into Chase Briscoe. That was a 98 car. It's kind of like a satellite Ford team, but it's Stewart Haas Racing. It's just, I got to get that sensitivity turned down on the brakes a little bit. When you hit the brakes real hard with the controller, it's better just to roll the corner and not use the brakes unless you have to. And also, it is now already Christmas Eve because it's after midnight. So I want to tell everyone out there Merry Christmas. And also, I probably will do another video by then, but have a happy new year in 2020 as well. Looking forward to another great year, and like I said before, I'm going to try to get better as I do these videos, so just bear with me. I know I'm not an expert, and I kind of get carried away talking about stuff, but any support and all support I get, I appreciate it very much. I just decided I wanted to do this, and I got interested in it, and that was the fastest lap right there. Let's see, yeah, we have the fastest lap of the race. Went through that corner a little high. We're pulling away from Christopher Bell just a little bit. Problem is, I'm probably running a little harder than I should. Well, I was 2/10 off that lap, so I'm backing off early. I'm trying to back the corners up. It's a term they use in NASCAR where you let off early and you try to roll the corner. It's easier at some other tracks, like when we race at Martinsville, which we won't in the Xfinity Series, but I might do a standalone arcade mode type quick race. It's called quick race, sorry about that, and do like a standalone Martinsville event. But like Martinsville, it's a paperclip basically, short track, and some tracks like that, or even bigger tracks, you're harder on the brakes. But ISM Raceway right here in Phoenix, you really, if you can get your car to turn the corner real good. See right there, I drove a little too hard into the corner, but my car still got enough tires. Well, this 4 times, it's already wearing down pretty good, because we got, how many laps now? We have 6 laps to go, so let's not try to do too much here. We're just going to be smooth and try to get through these next 5.5 laps now, pretty much. And we're coming off turn 2 right here. This track used to be opposite. The start-finish line used to be on this, what's now the back straightaway. They reconfigured everything and put the start-finish line right here coming off what's now turn 4. It said this race was 26 laps, but it says it's 28. I don't know why. This game has like a, it's like a glitch, or I don't know if it's an issue. That's something at 704 Games. I don't know if people brought it up to them, but this is one of the better NASCAR games they've made. I actually just did an update on it. I'm actually using, I wasn't going to use the internet. I was just in career mode, but I was able to hook up my mobile hotspot to it and on my phone and do an update, which was great because you get new paint schemes and little fixes in the game, bug fixes and whatnot. But I plan on, I'll probably do some other quick race videos as well. The thing I'm looking at doing is I've got to get the DLC pack where you can race Martinsville at night in the Cup Series, and I would like to do a recorded video on that as well. Alright, we're coming down to 2 laps to go. We're looking pretty good right now. We might get into some lap traffic. A little track graphic down in your left-hand corner of the screen. I'm 22, obviously, and the 15 cars behind me. But the back of the pack is not far ahead of us, so we're going to be close to them, but we're coming on the white flag, so we're coming right here on the white flag. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. I like that term. That's usually who does it during the races. They'll say sponsored by Credit One Bank. That's something they started doing in the past year or two, so makes it feel more like a real race. And we're going to win this one. We got this one in the bag this time. We put it in the winner's circle this time. We'll go ahead and do a burnout for y'all here. It's got my name on the back windshield. Well, I can't do much of a burnout. Let's try that again. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, we're going to end the burnout right there. Obviously, we won the race. The speed rating is based on how good we were at the track. I mean, it could have been better. We did get 18 stage points, so that helps us. And it shows your earnings and the driver's cut and the game, obviously. It's not real. We wish it was, but I'm still leading the points. I've got a substantial lead now. I've got a 29-point lead, and I got 2 wins, and I just turned on the stages, so my playoff points are a little more, but you can see the other driver points right here as well, all the way down to 38th, but this was a really good race. I mean, the car was strong. I had the setup was perfect. I thought I might run out of, as far as grip, but there's ways to set that up so it works good and into your advantage. I mean, I just clearly had the best car, so. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and until next time, have a Merry Christmas.